Hello students, in today's video we are going to solve a problem on minority interest. Now such problems will be asked for 5 marks in exam. So let us go through the problem first. Calculate minority interest and goodwill from the following particulars: H company and S company. So share capital of rupees 10 each. H company acquired 4/5 of shares of S company on 1st April 2014. Now share capital of H company is 10 lakhs and that of S company is 5 lakhs. So here you can see they have given us ratio of shares acquired by H Limited, that is 4/5. So remaining 1/5 of the shares are acquired by the remaining shareholders. Reserve as on 1/4/2014. Okay, 40,000 for both the companies. Profit on 1/4/2014. For H company it is 20,000. For S company it is 30,000. Total reserve on 31st March 2015, 60,000 for H company and S company 1 lakh. Total profit on 31st March 2015 for H company 30,000 and for S company 80,000. So you have to calculate minority interest. Now to calculate minority interest, two things we have to pay attention. First is that how much shares are acquired by H company, what is the ratio of shares. So here they have clearly given you that 4/5 of shares of S company are acquired by H company. So remaining is 1/5. So the ratio is 4:1. So first step we have done, that is shares of the company. We have analyzed what is the ratio. Ratio is 4:1. Why 4:1? Because it is clearly given here, 4/5 of shares. The second important thing that you have to pay attention is the date of acquisition, because based on this date only we can understand what is pre-acquisition reserve and post-acquisition reserve, and what is pre-acquisition profit or post-acquisition profit. So here you can see the date of acquisition is 1/4/2014. So whatever reserves are there before 1/4/2014 or the profit, they are pre-acquisition profit or reserve, and whatever are the reserves later, they are post-acquisition profit. Okay, so this is, so let us start solving the problem. So this is the chart showing minority interest. So in share capital, here we will mention the ratio, that is 4:1. Okay, so what is the share capital of S company? It is 5 lakhs. So this 5 lakhs you have to divide between H company and the remaining shareholders. So 5 lakhs into 4 divided by 5. So that will be 4 lakh rupees. So this is the share of H company, and remaining 1 lakh is the share of minority shareholders. Now next is reserve, pre-acquisition reserve and post-acquisition reserve. So here you can say reserve on 1/4/2014 is given, and the date of acquisition also is 1/4/2014. That means this reserve is pre-acquisition reserve. This is the reserve which is created before acquisition of shares by the holding company. So what is the amount? Amount is 40,000. Here you can see they have given you total reserve on 31/3/2015. So this is at the end of the year. This is the reserve at the beginning of the year when shares are acquired by H company. So this 40,000 is pre-acquisition reserve. So we will take it here, 40,000. So this also we have to divide it in the ratio between H company and S company. Okay, so 40,000 into 4 divided by 5, that will be 32,000, and remaining 40,000 into 1 divided by 5, that will be 8,000. So this is the interest of remaining shareholders. Now we have to calculate post acquisition reserve. Now this is the total reserve of S company is 1 lakh. This is at the end of the year. Okay, So this 1 lakh actually includes this reserve as well. Okay, so this they have given you reserve at the beginning of the year, and this is the total reserve on 31st March 2015. So this also includes this reserve. So what we are going to do is we are going to minus the pre-acquisition reserve. So you will get post-acquisition reserve. So your post-acquisition reserve is 1 lakh minus 40,000, that is 60,000. Now this 60,000 also we have to divide between H company and S company. So 60,000 into 4 divided by 5. So that will be 48,000. Now similarly we have to calculate the ratio of S company. So 60,000 into 1 divided by 5. So that will be 12,000. Similarly, we have to calculate pre-acquisition profit and post-acquisition profit. So profit on 1/4/2014. So this is the date of acquisition. So this is the profit which is created by the company before acquisition of shares by the holding company. So this is pre-acquisition profit. So amount of S company is to be taken, which is 30,000. Okay. So this 30,000 will be divided between H company and the remaining shareholders. So 30,000 into 4 divided by 5. So that will be 24,000. And for S company, 30,000 into 1 divided by 5. That will be 6,000. Okay. Next is post acquisition profit. Now here you can see total profit as on 31st March 2015. So this is the profit at the end of the year. So this also includes the profit which was there in the beginning of the year. So we have to minus this profit in the beginning of the year. Why minus? Because we have already considered it as pre-acquisition profit. So here we will take from 80,000, that is profit at the end of the year, we are going to minus pre-acquisition profit, that is 30,000. So the total post-acquisition profit is 50,000. Now this 50,000 we have to divide between H company and S company. So 50,000 into the ratio, that is 4 divided by 5. So that will be 40,000 for H Limited and remaining 50,000 into 1 divided by 5, 10,000 for S Limited. No other information is given, that is increase in the value of fixed asset or decrease in the value of asset or loss. There is only profit. So what we have to do is we have to make total of the last column. The total of the last column will be our minority interest. Okay, so let us make the total of this column. So that will be 6,80,000. Let us make the total of holding company, that will be 5,44,000. Let us make the total of minority interest, that will be 1,36,000. So this is our minority interest. A very simple calculation. First you have to find out the ratio and then just divide the reserves as pre-acquisition and post-acquisition based on the date of acquisition of shares of holding company. Okay, and the last column is your minority interest. Okay, okay, they have also asked you to calculate goodwill. Okay, so let us now start with the calculations of goodwill. Okay, so for goodwill, first we have to take cost of acquisition of shares. So here you can see they have not given us cost of acquisition. They have just mentioned that H company has acquired 4/5 of the shares. So 4/5 of the shares means, so you have to take the share capital and take 4/5 of that. Share capital is 5 lakhs. 4/5 of 5 lakhs will be 4 lakhs. So cost of acquisition is 4 lakh. Okay, less nominal value of shares. Now see, because no other information is given, So you have to consider this only as the nominal value. So that is 4 lakhs. Okay. So your goodwill is nil. There is there is no goodwill. Okay. Shares are acquired at their nominal value. Neither you have paid more for the shares nor less for the shares. So your goodwill is nil. Now the next step is you have to calculate capital reserve. Now for capital reserve, you have to consider only pre-acquisition reserve and profit, and that too only of H Company Limited. So pre-acquisition reserve only of H Limited is 32,000. Okay, and pre-acquisition profit of H Limited is 24,000. So we will take it here. So total our capital reserve will be 56,000. So finally we have to determine whether it is whether it is goodwill or capital reserve. Okay, so goodwill as per our above calculations is nil, right? And capital reserve as per the above calculations is 56,000. So total is 56,000. So you will get capital reserve that will be shown in the balance sheet is 56,000. So this is how you solve the problem. First you have to prepare a chart showing minority interest, and then you have to calculate goodwill or capital reserve by passing this working note. I hope you have understood. Okay, with this I conclude for today. Thank you.